Okay, Friday, September 2nd. Just wanted to follow up on the SPY here. We're now about 45 minutes into trading. We do have our red to green move, so this is kind of a buy type of signal in the market for a second. But you have to be very nimble here. I mean, at this point, given you got the red bar, kind of an inside bar, a little failure down and then back up, and you have the red to green look, you want this bar now to really follow through above the first bar high. And we're at a key area here where if we don't get above this bar into this area, we're still not turning the weak green yet. So you got to watch. This is the thing here. If you get long, or if there's some stocks that look like they want to go long and they're not following through, and you get kind of a reversal to the downside, you're going to have to just take a quick, loss. I'm not saying necessarily to go short until we break, that happens if we look like we're getting something to break this intraday low here. And again, that only takes us to this target and we have to monitor that. So we're kind of inside a big range here, and we're kind of trying to play a breakout and being very nimble if it doesn't happen. That's kind of what I see developing. Again, a tricky day in terms of trading. At some point, I think there'll be some directional movement happening. So as of now, we look at this as a red to green move. Let's see if this kind of holds and breaks through the top. That'll kind of confirm this could be the low of the day. And we're heading maybe to this target, these two targets. But if we look like we get some kind of bar red that's going to break through the low of the day, let's see if we can follow through below the low of the pre-market action, and then eventually work towards the midpoint of the prior day. So there's a lot of, it's still what if kind of stuff happening here. But for now, there is that bias, that red to green bias to the upside. We'll just see if we, but I would, if I don't see the follow through I like above that first bar, to really set this day to the upside early, then I'm kind of just sitting out and watching, what develops, what kind of breakout we get from this first bar here, either up to start the day up or either down to kind of see if we can take out that target to the downside and really eat into yesterday's price action. So a little tricky, but if anything, it is the red to green kind of move that at the moment I don't really see the follow through. So it's one of those things, if this was a stock and I was in it and I bought it and it wasn't following through, I'd almost get out on the next bar, no matter what happens type of thing. Or I'd kind of hold the midpoint of this green bar here and just want to see if we just, by the end of this bar, start back up. But, we'll see what happens. But, again, if it was a stock, it would be a very small loss kind of thing. You'd get in here expecting it to hit this high, but as soon as it doesn't happen, you get right out because you just know it's a lot of conflict in play the way it's trading. So, you can take small losses every so often. But anyway, let's see if this red to green move continues higher. If not, then, I'll update with some of the other scenarios that are developing.